how do you sell 200 million copies of your books around the world that are translated in 57 languages? Well, you start with 10,000 copies sold, courtesy of all the PR and marketing help from your wife. And that is the real story of an outlier, which is Dan Brown and Blythe Brown, who not only marketed Dan's initial works, but she also pushed him to go to colleges and go to schools and go to any place which would have him to go and talk about his book. That's how Dan Brown's older works before Da Vinci Code sold, around 10,000 copies. And then, of course, Da Vinci Code happens, it goes viral, and it clocks 80 million sales globally by 2009 alone. As of today, that number is 200 million. Now I know that this is an outlier. To tell you that you will also sell 200 million copies of your book, that would be incorrect information, because numbers this big are outliers. But numbers this big kind of begin with smaller numbers. 10,000 copies to 80 million, right? So how did that happen? Well, to get that math to math, it's a simple sales equation. You can read this article. The link is mentioned in the post text. There's a subscription paywall. You'll have to subscribe to read more, but I'll summarize the equation for you a little bit. It is very simple, straightforward, all directly proportional factors. You need traffic, meaning eyeballs on your book. People have to somehow land on your book purchase page, and then multiply that by conversion, which is the overall eyeballs have to turn into money spent, right? So all the eyeballs have to pay money to get a copy of your book. And that entirely multiplies with attitude, which is to say that if you go after negative reviews and things of that sort on Goodreads and such, platforms like Book Twitter will come after you. And anyone that tries to buy your book in the future, people would be like, no, this author is very rude, avoid their work. A lot of this, I think, is happening currently to Colin Hoover's books, courtesy of some real world stuff that has come out. And I think globally they tanked her coloring book sales. So that is what I mean when I say multiply by attitude. It's complicated, but this is the simple equation. Now this equation becomes slightly more complicated and outlierish when we add this factor, which is referred to as virality. Like, I would love to lie to you over here and say that I have a service that will make you go viral. Nobody knows how to go viral. Okay, the antitrust trial of Simon & Schuster and Penguin merger, just see it. And some of the things that have come out, yeah. So nobody knows what virality means. Nobody knows how to manufacture it 100% of the time. And largely speaking, selling a lot of books just based off of organic marketing and such, it's unheard of unless someone goes viral, right? So how do you go viral? Well, look, I know, put the pitchfork down. You have to write something that offers quality. And quality here is a subjective term, but it has multiple factors. Primary factor being, what do people want to read, right? So to figure these things out, you have to up your odds by trying a lot of different things. So read this article. It has some details, and I'll definitely be going into virality more. I mean, if I knew how to do it, don't you think I would do it for myself? Genuinely, nobody knows how to go viral. Yes, you can do certain things to get engagements and stuff like that rolling in, but that doesn't have conversion, right? That will only have people liking your stuff and moving on. that has to convert also into buy now. So we'll be discussing that in future articles. As I said, there's a subscription paywall. You will have to subscribe to read the full thing. As you can see, exclusive. But yes, there is math behind book sales, and I've tried to explain some of it while sounding like a smug monkey. Happy reading. Bye.